Hey everybody, we're live.
With the notification from Light's phone.
With the notification from his phone, it's fine.
Yeah, you're here.
Happens. Welcome back to the Sugoi Boyz podcast, episode 15.
Damn,
and Gabriel is first again. Hey Gabriel, you are always first, dude. And you're first in all of our hearts.
Gabriel was excited. Like, he was probably just sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Like, when are the Sugoi Boyz coming on?
Yes, as everyone should be like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back again this week are the the usual guys, me and Art of Anime and Chip Show. But we also have we have Lelouch.
I'm hijacking it this time.
Lelouch is back. The guy who infamously doesn't drop anime.
Yeah.
And he also beat us in anime trivia.
By the way, we are legally asked to ask like if he dropped anything.
Yeah, every time we see you. Have you dropped any anime? Yeah.
No, I have not.
Light, do I have some stories for you?
Oh boy.
All right. Well, okay. So we'll do as we always start with we'll do what have we been watching, and I'll go first, I suppose, because it's pretty short. Not a whole lot. I have 2 episodes remaining of the legendary Chobits, which is a show that I have been watching. If you've seen this podcast before, I think we've talked about Chobits almost every episode and how I've never progressed.
Yeah.
I watched 2 episodes this week.
15 episodes in, so 15 weeks. It took you 15 weeks.
I started Chobit like I know I was sick when I started because I remember wanting to watch something like warm and fuzzy, and I was like, and I usually get sick like only in like the winter time. So I'm pretty sure it was like last December.
So it's almost a year. And
ergo, I'm not going to review
it.
Therefore, I'm not going to review it because I don't fucking remember what the fuck happened at the beginning. But there's a robot girl and there's
just watch it from the beginning.
No. We're watching this once, and that's it's gonna be it. I'm gonna put it on Mao as complete. I'll give it a little bit of score, but I don't know. But so I've been watching that, and yeah, that's about it. Ordered up some more Vinland Saga manga, and pretty much it. I ordered a nice Inuyasha hoodie that still hasn't shipped here yet because it's definitely from China.
Have the name of the theme song?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
No, sadly, it doesn't have. Maybe that's what's taking them so long. They're etching the name of the theme song on the back of it. Hey, Axel. Hey, Sweet Pea. So not a lot. Just watched some Chobits this week, and made a couple videos and worked and stuff. But J Chip from the J Chip Show. What have you watched or read?
So the show I'm watching is Food Wars. I'm almost done with the first season. I thought I was going to hate it, but I'm actually kind of enjoying it.
Food Wars.
Yeah. And
I actually have to second Justin on that. I've been watching that too.
And also, me and Art are watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5.
Was that the one that's like currently? I don't know nothing about JoJo's. That's the one that's airing right now.
Just started on Friday.
What are your immediate thoughts on that?
I liked it. I thought it was a cool episode.
It's all right. It's the first episode, and for anybody that knows JoJo, is the first episode is not going to be the big bang.
Yeah.
I like the way Jorna looks.
It's okay. It's okay, Axel. We know who the favorite is.
Yeah.
Don't worry about playing favorites. We all know.
Yeah.
All right. So some JoJo's. And me and J Chip watched some more Kara no Kyokai.
Yeah, we watched the 3rd movie.
Watched movie 3, which was.
And I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Better than movie 2, but not as good as movie 1.
Yeah.
It had a really interesting opening scene, though.
I mean, interesting. Okay, I feel some people might not think that's as interesting as some other people. Some people might not want to see that. I could see that, but I mean, yeah, in terms of a scene of that action, I guess they did a pretty good job.
I mean, it's pretty sudden.
It is pretty sudden. You don't see it coming, and then that happened.
But I mean, it's not that bad. Like, I've seen worse rape scenes.
Thank you for telling everyone what happened at the beginning.
I forgot about that.
It literally happens within the first 3 minutes of the movie.
Yes. Oh, like seconds. I'm pretty sure it's the first scene.
It is the first
Yeah,
scene,
it's the
as
first-
far as I remember.
It's her on the pool table,
Yeah,
and they're
and she's
playing,
not
they're
enjoying
not
it.
they're not playing pool. I can tell you that.
Well, I mean, they're playing pool. They're just not using the right stick.
They're using their balls in another way.
God.
Okay.
What?
All right,
This
let
is
loose. Wait, what have you been watching, man?
Plus,
I finished the first season of Full Metal Panic. Decent
Ooh.
anime. I enjoyed it. It's entertaining, but it does not balance the war drama and school comedy together. I also
Okay.
finished Area 88. A good anime right there. I really like how they tackled the psychological aspect of what war does to a person. And I finished a movie today called Genocidal Organ. It was terrible.
Was that an anime film or a live action film?
Anime film.
Oh.
They spent the whole movie talking about theology, politics, psychology, and a whole bunch of nonsense.
But Light, I feel I should mention. I do have a novel.
Oh,
I haven't read it though,
really?
so I don't have any opinion on it.
Oh well, if it's like the movie, don't bother with it.
Did you
Yeah.
have you seen anything else from the guy that made that movie?
I'm planning
Satoshi Ito.
I'm planning to, but
Um,
bar is low.
Harmony. If you watch Harmony, the book is way better than the movie.
Oh, okay.
And Empire of Corpses, though I haven't seen Genocidal Organ, Empire of Corpses was better than Harmony, I felt.
No, okay.
So that should be as high as the bar gets as Empire of Corpses.
Oh, okay. Well, that was the next one I was gonna see.
Empire of Corpses sounds like a metal band's album.
Yes, it does.
It's like a prequel story to Sherlock Holmes,
Oh,
but
What?
steampunk with zombies.
oh, okay.
interesting.
So it's Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress meets Sherlock Holmes.
It was better than Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. That's not hard to be better than Cabaneri.
Well,
Art has. I can tell you this. Art has left long walls of text about how bad Iron Fortress is,
I like its
Attack
OP.
on Titan.
That's
and
about
how Attack on Titan is better.
well, that was
I,
good.
I don't even like Attack on Titan that much, but I saw like 3 or 4 episodes of Cabaneri, and that's when everyone says it's good, and then like the end of it isn't good, and then like I
Good.
watched the first couple episodes, and I was like, this is just zombies with a train. And there's fucking, I don't know. I like the OP as a egoist OP, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. But after the first minute and a half of watching it, I was kind of done because the OP was over. But
Really, that was. I like anything there.
Art, what have you? So we know you've watched whatever
Food
it was,
Wars
Food Wars.
JoJo's.
and JoJo's.
and JoJo's. Anything else?
It was. I mean, it's not an anime, but it should be an anime, but it's never gonna get an anime. But I started rewatching the first season of Liar Game.
Liar Game. I don't even know what it is. Enlighten me.
That's because it never got an anime, and it should have got an anime. It was a manga series, a mystery manga series that got turned into a live action. And the live action is still very, very anime-ish.
Oh,
They still do like all the anime things in it. Maybe that's just Japanese filmmaking. I'm not familiar.
Do people
with how
slam
they
it? Do people slam into the ground when they're embarrassed?
Okay, that doesn't happen in Liar Game.
oh, good.
But it's basically about this girl that's so innocent, always does the right thing, and one day she gets a letter to her door, and she opens the box up, but she doesn't read the letter first, and that's where she fucks up. By opening the box, she she accepts the game, and she's given 100 million yen. And all she has to do for 30 days is to keep at least 100 million yen. Because in 30 days, they're going to come to collect 100 million back.
Hmm.
But there's another person that got handed another 100 million. A few days after they accept the invite, they learn the other's identity. And by any means necessary, they can steal the other 100 million.
Okay.
Whatever crimes that they commit to do so will not be counted against them.
And then would they get to, I'm just assuming they get to keep that other.
They get to keep whatever extra there is for profit. And basically, she's too honest to con him. So she hires a con man to help out. And then it leads to them getting stuck in this pyramid scheme game and playing until they can resolve their debt.
Okay.
It's, if you've seen Kaiji, it's like Kaiji, but the protagonist isn't down at the lowest level before it starts out. They get kind of tricked into going into debt and then have to find their way out of it. The big difference, I would say, is with Kaiji, they will straight up kill the characters because they don't pay back. Liar Game tries to find more psychological ways to deal with its debts.
Okay. Interesting. So like you say like torture methods, I'm assuming? Or yeah. Interesting. And
It has pool sticks involved.
And it doesn't
What
have
was
any, oh go ahead, Lee.
Oh, is there any pool sticks involved?
Any pool sticks? But when he first said like, "Oh, it was a girl that does nothing wrong," and then I thought he was going to say, and then she went into a bar where they had a pool table, and I was like, "Oh no, no."
The one thing I will say is the games that they play are very basic games, but the way that they expand on them is insane. Like one of the games they play is musical chairs. They gamble on musical chairs. But the musical chairs are spread out across an entire island. And when a siren rings, they need to run for the chair. But in between sirens, they can hide their chair strategically. And losers of the game become a second faction that they can pay to assist them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh. Yeah, that would make a cool adaptation.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
The unfortunate thing is the live action only covers the first 4 games of the manga, and then they do a second season, which is all live action original.
Oh, well, just start over with an anime and just do it right.
Yep.
Somebody get on that. Studio J-Chip. Let's go.
Studio J.
Yeah.
It'll work worse than Misty's anime. I can guarantee that.
Oh, come on.
You can do better than that.
Yeah, Light, have you dropped Misty Chronexia's anime?
I haven't even seen it.
Can't drop what you haven't seen.
Didn't it stop or something?
Yeah, when it's episode 2 coming out.
He made, is that how he made an episode and that's been it so far? I don't know.
Yeah, he made a trailer for episode 2, but
Yeah, supposedly
Hasn't
there's
come out
going to
yet.
be an episode 2.
Yeah, there's also going to be an Ava 4.44.
well, at least we know one of those is guaranteed to happen. And maybe
No, we do not.
One though.
I don't give a
Maybe
fuck
a
what
wait.
ANN says. I don't give a fuck what Twitter says until I fucking see a pirated fucking movie on some site. I'm not gonna believe. I'm not gonna believe Japan. They can tell me it's happening. I don't give a fuck. I don't believe them.
So what if Japan came to your house and said, "Hey, we'll give you the first Blu-ray. Will you believe us?"
Hideaki Anno could come to my house and be like, "Hey, Miasma, you want to be part of 4.44? It's coming out in 6 months." I'd be like, "You're full of shit. It's not coming out in 6 months." So now we've got the normal introduction. We have a special intro tonight before we actually talk about our real topic. The J-Chip Show and I did a anime YouTuber exchange this week, or sort of 2 weeks. Thank you, U.S. Postal Service, for how you deliver things. And we shared stuff with one another. There's a stipulation to mine. And do you want to tell them what that stipulation is, Justin?
Yeah. So, like, we were really bored one day, and Miasma got a poster, and he sent me some shit because he needed room for his Ruby poster. And so I bought him some anime and manga, and the anime that's in that box right now, he is going to review as Harry Lolly.
Is he going to review it live?
No,
we're opening it live. He's got to watch.
I'm going to open this live, but I still have to watch it and then talk to my good friend Harry Lolly because we're different people. I can't stress that enough. I have to get him to watch it and then get him over to my house to do a review.
Oh, I guarantee he'll want to watch.
Last time that guy was over my house, I don't know, man. Like, he found my little, my Tobako figure here, and he just kept trying to stare up the skirt, and it was just, like, he hurt his neck because it's kind of short and on my desk, and he didn't want to lift it up because my mouse cord is around it and stuff. So he was trying to be nice and not ruin my shit, but he still needed to look at her skirt. So he really hurt his neck badly. So I'm kind of concerned for him. Prayers go out to Harry Lolly.
Thanks.
Press F to pay respects.
Axel, for sharing.
Yeah, pray
Thank
for
you,
her.
Axel, for sharing the link out.
Okay, so I don't have the manga yet. Spoiler alert! But I have the anime that J-Chip sent me, and apparently I have to review this as Harry Jebediah Lolly.
When is Harry Lolly going to join us on here?
I mean, it's Harry Lolly is an effort. You know, he's a very energetic guy.
You know,
and it takes a lot of energy for him to show up. But maybe we'll summon him someday. Go ahead, Jesse.
Before you sent me this box set, you told me the condition, and
oh yeah,
you know,
let me do mine first, and then because I need to know what this is. The anime that I have to review by Harry Lolly is Yamada's First Time.
I want you to read the description on the
Yamada's First Time. I'm assuming first time is a sexual thing.
Miasma.
I'm assuming it's not her first time eating meat.
Are you aware what this show is?
I don't think so.
Oh,
read the back of the cover.
Okay. From the director of Welcome to the NHK. So there you go. She can't give it away. Did you hear about Yamada? You know the chick. Pretty face, nice body, wears a plaid skirt every day. Well, I heard from my lab partner that little Miss Virgin wants to have sex with 100 different dudes before she graduates. I'm not even kidding. There's made in Mexico on the back of this, so that hot mess totally thinks she could de-virginize 100 guys, even though she's never even French kissed. She must be in heat. I even saw her flirting with that dork Kosuda at lunch today. No joke. She was smiling and winking and rubbing her lady bumps all up his shoulder. It was pathetic. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd probably let her sex me up and stuff, but she'd have to practice first. I like my ladies experienced, and she can't even give it away. Yamada's First Time, everybody. The review will be on my Senpai's channel.
You need to let Harry Lolly know that he needs to read that description as Harry Lolly.
I don't think he could. If he looked at this, he would explode. He's definitely already seen this.
He's gonna love it.
Miasma, I will tell you, the show's actually pretty terrible.
You're not. You're kidding. Surprise.
No,
If you're wondering.
no. I'm serious. Like the description you read
Is accurate.
isn't what it's about. Gives up on that.
It gives up on it.
Yeah, I'll just say that.
Maybe it gives up on it for a greater purpose.
I don't know about that.
If you're wondering, I paid a whole whopping $11 for that.
Yeah, it's
that
a save edition, and apparently it's a double save edition. Great. What does chat think of this? Yamada's first time.
I did love it.
I promise you, it is as interesting as it sounds. Good luck, Miasma. Thank you, Killer Sushi. I'm glad people, know that I'm going to have to do this. Thank you, J Chip, for this, nice donation to Harry Lolly. And I know he's going to talk about it with me, so I'm going to have to know about it. Wonderful.
Yeah. So what Miasma sent me that took 8 days was this Attack on Titan box set. Comes with the first 4 volumes of the mango.
The mango.
Yeah, the mango. But the box is damaged, but it's not a big deal.
He knew that, everybody. I didn't ship him.
I already knew.
I actually got that box for free, and it was already damaged. So,
it doesn't matter to me. So this is the third sloppy thirds, I guess. Yeah, this is sloppy thirds.
Yes.
And as you can see, the first volume is a little damaged, but it's no big deal. You can still read on it.
And he has to look into Volume 1 because there's an extra present in Volume 1.
Oh.
Also, he sent me a piece of paper.
Yeah, a big-ass piece of paper.
This is really big. That's what she said.
It's really big. That's what Yamada said for her first time. Which I'm going to see. Harry's going to see.
It's an Attack on Titan poster. And what you guys already know is that I'm a fan of Attack on Titan. So that's kind of cool.
I'm glad to get it off my wall. So there you go.
Why did you have it in the first place?
I got it a long time ago.
See, the answer is because he didn't drop Attack on Titan.
I did. I'm not watching season 3. I've seen seasons 1 and 2, and I'm done. Kind of like My Hero Academia. In fact, exactly the same. I kind of feel the same about both of those shows. I don't really. Meh.
Let me find you guys a great poster.
Okay. While he does that, look into Volume 1. It should be in there.
Oh.
In Volume 1, there should be an extra little present.
Oh.
It is a Blue Eyes White. Blue Eyes.
What? A Yu-Gi-Oh card in a card sleeve? Who put that in there? Was that the post office?
It's the Toon Dark Magician Girl. Because she is so kawaii and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we play Yu-Gi-Oh! Online with each other, for those that don't know.
Yeah,
and he has a Toon deck, and I knew that I had found that card amongst my collection of older cards, and I was like, it's going to serve him a lot more than it's going to serve me. He can at least, I don't know, fap to it. I don't know what he's going to do.
I also picked up some other stuff. I picked up Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You get Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I have Yamada's first time.
It's from the guy who did NHK.
Hey, you never know.
Thank you. See, light's finding the silver lining here. It is, from a director who made something I liked once. All right, always forgiven now.
Hey, you never know. Maybe Yamada's first time is going to be the best anime you've ever seen.
Oh my god! It has cherries all over the cover.
What's wrong with cherries?
Yeah,
you know what they mean. Oh my god. Alrighty. What were you going to show us, Art?
Oh yeah, he has some stories to tell us about that thing he went to.
Oh, do we lose Art?
Oh no.
We might have.
Yamada.
Oh, no. Yamada. He couldn't handle Yamada. So, Yamada's first time.
He's just not talking to us.
Oh, no, he's back.
There's two arts.
There's a doppelganger Art now.
Wait, there's two of me?
Yeah, now there's two of you, at least on my screen.
Yeah, that's two of you.
Kick one of me out. That can be a thing, right?
Eject?
Yeah.
It's eject. Holy shit, eject. That's the term they use?
There you
What
go.
if Art just like flung out of his house?
There's the person. Art got ejected.
Okay. So what did I miss?
You missed the. I don't know if you saw the Toon Dark Magician Girl.
No, I heard Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh, well, it's a
Okay.
Blue Eyes card sleeve. Because he likes
Okay.
both of those cards.
Also,
Alright.
you were supposed to show us a poster.
Oh, yes, the posters. These are a bunch of shitty anime posters I got a few years back. And we can get Light's opinion on each show.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
we'll start with the first one, which is actually probably the best one in here,
Yeah, it's decent.
which is Kimi no Nawa.
Yeah.
Oh,
He says
love
it's
it.
decent, but just wait.
Yeah.
I
We got,
love it, but he has
Don
better films.
Machi. Don
Oh.
Machi Light.
Mm.
I haven't seen it.
No.
That's it.
No. Please.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
wait.
about some ReZero Amelia?
Oh, bye. Oh.
This
You
one's
killed me.
great. This one's great.
What the fuck is
What
that?
is it?
That's the Asterisk War.
Oh,
They make Asterisk War posters?
why?
That's a waste of paper.
Oh,
Is there a Yamada's First Time poster?
There better be. If there is, you'll get another thing in your mail.
oh.
Those were free.
What?
Those
Okay.
were,
Oh, okay. Wait, were they from a
Oh,
con?
they were from Barnes and Noble.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen
Well,
that.
speaking of,
I picked them up, and I never did anything with them because they're trash.
I had free posters from a con one time, and it was Vampire Night, and I had a Dimension W one, and a something else that all went in the garbage.
I can guarantee I'd rather watch every show that Art just showed than Vampire Night.
Oh,
I'm right about Lock Vampire Night and Asteroid Wars.
Anonymous Noise was the other one, and I watched the first episode of Anonymous Noise, and it made me wish that I couldn't hear the anonymous noise.
Speaking
So,
of
there you go.
cons, Art has a very interesting story about cons because he went to one.
I'll get to it. But I was gonna make an offer to Light since he doesn't drop anime. Maybe he would love all of those posters because I want to get rid of them.
Sure, just send it to me. I'll get them signed.
Vampire Night is so bad that it's bad.
It's so bad, it's bad. Beyond the so bad, it's good.
Yeah, I'll take them. Also up to an anime club around here.
They're all
So-
bent up and everything. I'm sure
Yeah.
they'd love them.
Yeah, they won't care. I'll just sell them to them. I'll make their
You should-
sign it.
Although I think you should keep the Kimi no Nawa one because that's by far the best out of all of them.
It was really what I don't know how, like, I understood the ReZero and the Kimi no Nawa one because they were popular in that year, but Danmachi and Asterisk War.
Yeah, Damachi's popular.
Danmachi got a big Danmachi was a little popular at that time, but I don't know about the Ask for.
No,
Why don't you want the Kimi no Nawa poster? You don't like Kimi no Nawa?
I said the Kimi no Nawa one's fine.
Yeah, all right. Well, hang that shit up
no.
above your bed.
No,
I
hang
want,
it.
I want you waking up looking at it. I want you to wake up and wake up every day, feel your chest, and stare at the poster.
No, he does that with
So-
Damachi.
Justin, what story is it you want me to tell?
Didn't you say you found a lot of cosplayers that is
Oh,
Light's favorite character?
yes, Light.
Ah,
Can you guess what the number one anime that I saw cosplay was?
This is recent. Like
It's your
This was
favorite
this
character.
weekend.
Oh, okay.
oh. Deku Midoriya. My Hero Academia.
Oh yes, My Hero Academia around every corner.
Oh. You poor
Do you
soul.
know? Do you know I didn't see a single Black Clover cosplayer.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah.
I feel
I'm
like
looking
they're both easy costumes. I'm assuming. Sort
Yeah.
of.
But we did pass by Verve headquarters, and they were giving away free cereal. And in their window, they have a picture of Asta.
Great. Do they scream at you when you walk by?
Yes, yes, they do.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
There you go.
It's
Idiot
that
says, "Watch Black Clover. It's good, I swear." Why does everyone say that?
It's better than My Hero Academia.
I'm not gonna watch either anymore.
Watch Black Clover.
No, I have to watch Bleach apparently.
You also have to watch Yamada's first time.
Yeah, and Harry has to watch Yamada's first time. There's a stipulation at foot here too, folks, and I don't. This is probably going to die before this even comes into fruition at all. But I also have, while we're trading anime, we're trading physical anime. There's also a trade of watching however the fuck you can with me and J Chip from the J Chip Show.
Yeah.
My favorite anime of all time, and then something that I don't know if it's favorite all time, but something that he really likes. I have to watch the canon episodes of Bleach.
Yep.
And then he has to watch the canon episodes of Inuyasha because I love Inuyasha.
Seems like a fair trade.
It's almost a fair trade in terms of numbers. I don't know how good that's going to go, but we'll see. That's going to happen. But yeah, now that we had our 5-hour long introduction,
Yeah.
J Chip from the J Chip Show told me earlier this week that he had a topic, so I took that as I don't got to worry about it, so I didn't worry about it. Now J Chip from the J Chip Show, what did you want to talk about tonight?
So, Light had brought it up in a Discord we're in,
Oh yeah.
and he went through the same situation I did with Violet Evergarden in terms of understanding the media.
Yeah.
So, Light, tell your story.
Okay. First, do you guys want to guess what anime we were debating about?
You're debating
My Hero
about
Academia.
Black Clover.
Yes. My Hero Academia.
Of course.
Basically, yeah. I got into a debate with someone on Bob's Internet Discord about My Hero Academia being terrible. So basically, this college student couldn't comprehend that I gave it a 2 out of 10 for some reason. And then at one point in our argument, she brought up that just because I don't understand Japanese culture, I can't critique it. Yeah.
All right. Well, anime YouTube's done, guys. Unless you're Japanese, see ya. You're left with the anime man only. All right.
It's like, and then she also brought up that bullying happens in real life. And I'm like, what does that have to do with My Hero Academia? It doesn't make any better.
Well, it's funny you say that because Justin doesn't understand love.
Yeah.
So he doesn't understand Violet Evergarden.
Yeah, I was put in the same situation, except a raginous, horny fangirl was after me.
Did she look like this?
I don't know what she looked like. I don't give a fuck.
Maybe they look like Harry Lowly.
Looks
Maybe
like
Harry-
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe it was Harry Lowly's girlfriend.
yeah. Harry Lowly hasn't seen a real girl.
maybe it was Harry Lawley's secret crush.
And then there's other people bringing it up now, like Shinji from that Discord. He said you do need to understand some Japanese culture for some anime. And then I asked him, how will knowing Japanese culture maybe like Pingu a lot more? How? Like, explain to me. What does me know about Japanese culture have to do with Pingu?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the context of some shows, like
Yeah.
I could get that, like understanding the culture will help you understand certain aspects of it better, and you could miss certain things if you just aren't in the know of that. But I don't think you really need a deep understanding of Japanese culture for My Hero Academia.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Yeah. My only argument would be a show like Noragami, where it's a lot of like Shinto stuff
Well,
Yeah.
that I could
like
understand.
So, like,
That's
if you
deeply rooted in their religion.
you gotta kind of like be like, all right, this is Japanese stuff, and this is what some people believed in, and so forth. You can't just like watch you can't just watch the whole show and be like, what the fuck? Because then you're not gonna really understand it. You have to be like, all right, well, this is happening. They have all these gods and stuff, and this is going on. So you gotta have to like accept that. But like Hiroaka, like they're in a school full of it's the X-Men. That's what it is.
Well,
They
you don't
know-
understand.
They know shit like X-Men's popular, so that writer was like, hey, I'm gonna make an anime about some similar shit, and it's gonna make some money, and he's right or she's right, whatever. Yes, but yeah, I don't think you need to understand. Understand what? The fact that he like punches hard?
No, not the fact that he gets bullied. You need to understand Japanese culture to get the fact that they got bullied at school.
Oh my god.
It's like, why not bring it up in a more relevant anime, like March Cousin Like a Lion, or the Sonic Voice that actually talk about bullying.
I mean, here's the thing. You bring up March Comes In Like a Lion and Silent Voice, and let's even include My Hero Academia into that. Bullying is bullying. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, bullying is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a deep understanding of Japanese culture to understand
No.
that kid was bullied. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's differences in how kids are bullied over there and what's important and whatnot.
I was about to say environment changes. And
Right.
you mentioned a silent voice. I didn't even notice this until I watched a podcast about people talking about a silent voice. And it actually, they brought up a point that one of the people in the podcast like taught for a living, and obviously in the States, but had been in Japan teaching English for a bit, and had brought up an interesting thing that I had thought about. If you've seen a silent voice, the girl, like there's bullying going on like in the classroom, and compared to an American or Western classroom, like there's not a lot really done about it like in time. And the person brought up the point that like in Japan, it's different in the sense that like they're not going to immediately kick the kid out of there. They actually really don't kick the kids out. So like a situation like that like could happen, unless obviously I think if they were like physically assaulting the person, I'm assuming that changes. But like that would be a cultural difference, whereas here in America, we're kind of like, if you're offending the person, they'll probably go to stop you. Yeah, sorry I jumped in on what you were saying, Art, but
no, I think that's relevant. I think that's important, but understanding at such like a baseline level, we can understand bullying sucks. Somebody that's bullied, you can show empathy and sympathy for them. We don't need a deep understanding of Japanese culture to understand bullying is bad.
Yes. And there's also the fact that My Hero Academia is now about bullying. It just happened in the first episode, and then
it's
again.
Axel Steele nails it. It's Sky High, the anime.
Pretty much.
That's what it is. It's a school for superhero people, and one guy doesn't at first have powers.
Except done worse.
I mean, Sky High is not a great film.
It's better than My Hero Academia.
I don't know about that.
I enjoyed Hero Academia at the beginning, and then like as it got into season 2, that's one of those shows for me that really, really lost steam. And like a lot of other people were getting more and more excited, but I kind of liked the simple aspect of the school and stuff. Like the more I got less intrigued, the more I learned about the power, about like All for One and about like All Might. I don't know, for some reason, like I liked the tournament arc. I liked stuff like the tournament arc and like when they would fight and stuff like that, and when they were like training, I guess. But at this point, like I just kind of don't care, and I see it kind of for what it is, and I'm sure people are entertained by it. But I'm at the stage where like people tell me to watch a million things every day, and I tell myself to watch a million things all the time, and I can't watch everything. There's not enough time for me to watch Hero Academia, something that's kind of meh. I'd rather watch something that makes me that's more enjoyable.
Am I? And I'm at a point where I can't go but like a week without someone bringing up My Hero Academia to me.
And you can't drop it because you've already started it. So you got to keep going. The Light Lelouch method is it's just not going to end. It's just misery for you.
Season 5, we'll see.
Stain was cool in season 2. I'll give you I liked him, but like I don't know.
I like Deku's mom.
I like the purple hair guy that makes you.
What about Bakugo's mom?
I haven't seen her yet.
What about the ice guy's mom who like left him or something? I forget what she did. She's like in a hospital or something. Todoroki, is that his name? His mom?
Yeah.
She like burnt him.
Nah, naft. She called freeze my dick.
She was, oh my god.
I'd rather not deal with that.
Oh my god. So, I know that recently, J-Chip, that you've tried to understand love by going back into Violet Evergarden. And watching that OVA, do you think that you understand love?
It's not really a romance show, though.
But you don't understand love.
I mean, the main character doesn't understand anything, so like, therefore, I should understand her own personal growth and her becoming a human after she witnessed a tragedy like that. But the OVA didn't really do much. It's a basic episode that could have been inserted into the anime. It's like Kino's journey. So there you go.
Oh god.
If you've seen the
Kino don't get along, so
if you've seen the Kino's Journeys movies, you basically get the idea.
Yeah.
Like it could have been added into any of the anime.
Oh man.
I mean, it's not a bad. It's a good.
I
think a 7. I think a 7 out of 10 is pretty good.
Yes.
But it's not good enough for the internet.
I don't understand love, so I can't give it a 10.
A 7 out of 10 is not good enough for the internet. It has to be a 9+, or it's not a good show.
It has to be an 11.
And if it's not good, then you have to say it to 1.
Yeah.
It can't be a 3. Then you love it.
This is why art doesn't score stuff, and I think I might be on that path. I might be on that path of just.
You should join that path now.
I should just stop and just like stop the bullshit.
Well, because here's my question for scoring: is if you give something a 7, and then another show a 7, and then I asked you like which one was better, how are you justifying which one's better? Because the shows could be completely different. Something could be a 7, and it's a 7 because it's a relaxed slice of life kind of show, which you only want to watch in a certain mood. Something else could be a 7, and it could be fucking some boxing show or something there where it's all action.
Also, Trigger Happy Plus says Mushishi is better than Kino's Journey.
I still haven't watched Mushishi. I'm going to hold you to that, though, because I own Mushishi. I spent money on it.
I actually like Kino's Journey, but I do agree Mushishi is better.
Well, you don't understand anime if you like Kino's Journey.
You don't know anything about philosophy. You can't judge Kino.
I liked the first season. I thought the second season was pretty cool.
You can articulate if something's better with the same score, I suppose. I mean, but if I did like, I kind of like how like Mal has like their like average score of like 7.87. I kind of like that because in my mind, like one show's like a 7.0.
That's too much. That's too much for me. I can't do that.
Yeah, no, 0.58.
I used to review in A, B, C, D, and F. like a report card.
I know Art used to score, so how was your scoring system back in the day? Like back in the day?
Yeah, it's not the objective score.
Yeah. Talk about that objectivity.
We're not getting into that.
I would not give Vatican Miracle a 7 out of 10. The first arc in Vatican Miracle Examiner ends in a hilariously stupid way, but it's not 7 out of 10 worthy. That is like a 4 out of 10, and then the rest of the show is like a 3, 2. Because it looks like shit, it's stupid, it loses all of its funniness, and then, I don't know. Well, check out my review for Vatican Miracle Examiner. I can't believe I watched that entire show, by the way. But I did. But yeah, people get so wrapped up in because I think when people are going into a review, very often it's something that they're, I mean, especially if you're going to review something newer like Violet Evergarden. I say newer because when you reviewed it, it was relatively new, I think.
Yeah.
This is, I don't watch really currently airing stuff, partially for this reason. The other reason I don't really give a fuck. But people will flock to that review expecting you to say certain things. A majority of people aren't expecting your honest opinion. They're expecting you to either agree with them or they're at the ready at their keyboard, ready to type as fast as they can and misspell everything and tell you to kill yourself and tell you that you don't understand it. Now, as a reviewer, you kind of got to accept that. Like, it's whatever. Go ahead and kill myself.
I don't give a fuck.
But that's what they're going to do. Like, nobody's ever like, wow, that was some good insight. If they do, that's 1 out of every, 100 people. And even you could, exacerbate that number for anime fans. But so I think that people just have, a certain expectation. And if they hold something, near and dear to their heart, I don't really like to argue with people. So if I see a review of somebody I've seen reviews of shows that I don't like and people really enjoy them, I'm not going to type in a hate comment in there about you're wrong.
It's not really a big deal if someone gives a low score for something that you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Attack on Titan's not real. Why should it bother your day if a miasma shows up and says it's shit?
I don't think it's shit. I think it's boring.
If I say Inuyasha is shit, that's not he'll care.
Yeah. Why should you care if a light shows up and says My Hero Academia sucks? If it's your if My Hero Academia is your favorite anime, then you should take that and you should just hold on to it. Don't let people's sway your opinion.
Yeah, just feed me.
This
is America. I try not to argue with people on certain shows for this very reason. Is nothing. Okay, IGPX. I enjoy IGPX because it's brainless dumb shit. And Light hates IGPX. Nothing I ever say is going to change Light's mind about IGPX, and nothing he says is going to change the other. So it's funny if we bring it up. But I'm not gonna. I wouldn't say and argue, but everyone should watch IGPX. He's gonna say people shouldn't. No. But that's the magic. You have to decide for yourself. And I'm sure out there people have shows that they think are cool that other people have told them is pretty shitty, or shows that people don't talk about. And that's kind of, I think, the cool thing about anime, especially nowadays where there's so many shows, which is kind of a bad thing in my opinion. But there's so many things that you could find a hidden buried treasure kind of thing.
Like Dark Cat.
Like Dark Cat, apparently. I don't know what that is, and there you go.
Dark Cat. Go watch it.
Don't watch it? Oh, God.
No, go watch it.
Go watch it? Okay.
Yes. Watch Dark Cat.
Go watch Jormungand. Shout out to every episode we bring up for Jormungand, because me and Justin like it a lot.
Go watch Yobit.
The show is still unfinished.
Yeah, take a year to watch it. Go watch Hunter x Hunter and finish it before art. Because you're still what, in the 40s, 50s?
Yeah, I'm still in the 40s.
All right, you can catch up to them and pass them.
Check out the World God Only Knows.
The World God that got dropped on episode 3? Yeah.
Go check it out.
It has 3 seasons. When a show has that many seasons, I'm not as eager to jump into it.
Come on, man. It's objectively the best anime ever, and I can prove it because I'm good at math and shit.
But you know about love. I think you're.
I mean, you really don't know. You don't really need to understand love to like that show.
Oh, and still on scoring, how I would do it today and how I try to do it is I either say most of the time you should give it a stream. Then if I can't, not everybody. I'm a dinosaur for collecting stuff. Anyway, I know. So I would say buy it if you can, if it's something really, really good. I would say must watch, but that's I think Brotherhood is a must watch, and not a whole lot of other stuff necessarily much. Because it's when I think of must watch, it's something that I think almost everybody can enjoy, or I consider it to not have a ton of flaw to it. And I put Brotherhood in a really high regard, but it also is very long. And and then I say like on the other end of it, just like don't watch it or something. Or I don't know if I call it if I say it's shit. I don't remember what I said for Miracle Examiner. Pretty sorry I said just don't watch it.
You did say it's shit for Himiko.
Hinako wants Sleeping with Hinako, don't watch that.
You said it was shit.
It's pretty shit.
But someone might like that.
Somebody might. I guarantee people like it. People must like it because they sell a Blu-ray of it.
I guarantee people like it, but those people are a little weird.
Yeah.
Like
you can get think about this. You can get a Blu-ray of Hinako Sleeping with Hinako.
Sleeping, bathing, and training.
As far as I know, you can't get a Blu-ray of Tatami Galaxy.
Ugh.
A show that people love versus Hinako, and what gets marketed better?
Oh,
Hinako.
Another thing I kind of want to rant about before you after you guys are done.
Go ahead.
I hate when people like go to Mal and use their scoring system as to weigh as if it's like a good or bad. Because like if you're gonna go to Mal and use their scoring system, I think it's good based off of that. Then you're kind of a retard. I'm sorry, you just are. Well, it's basically just any score in general. Just like you're kind of retarded.
I mean, I'll still score stuff on Mal, just for the sake of like.
No, yeah. I mean, I know that, but like when you go to a show, like for example, 91. Let's just go on there because it's the first thing I saw. It's got a 7.88, so that means it's good, right? You know, some people.
I didn't like that.
It's not a lot of people's favorite shows, but according to Mal, it's a good show, and it doesn't matter what I think when I watch the show because Mal says it's good, so it must be good.
Yeah,
you know,
Mal also says Gintama is the greatest anime of all time.
Yeah,
that is a retard mentality. I'm sorry, it is.
Shout out to all the Gintama fans.
Yes,
I've never seen a minute of Gintama in my life.
Same here.
Oh my god, Justin!
Anyone else you want to piss off?
And I know those people exist because I hung out with them.
I need to hang up.
I'm not trying to say they're bad people for doing that. I'm just saying you might be a bit of the dumbs.
Oh man.
But I mean, hey, if it's your thing, then it's your thing. Just keep it away from me.
Yeah.
I have noticed the pool that Mal reviews tend to kind of go into. It's either like there's only like most stuff will mill like in the 7-ish range besides Gintama, and then like and then like very rare like you have to be I'll agree with you that you can't trust Mal scores that much, but if you see a really low Mal score, that is something special. That is something that people have genuinely said that this is absolute shit. Like if you see something on Mal that's like a 3, and if I see it has like 1,000 votes or 1,000 people have done it, I'm like, whoa, what is this? What is this? What is this Mars of Destruction? Yeah. What is this? What is going on here?
That's how Justin and I found the greatest anime director of all time, Taniguchi Senpai.
Yeah. Yeah, he's my hero.
What did he make?
Hero Academia.
It's better than Shinkai. It's better than Watanabe. It's better than Miyazaki. Taniguchi is my man.
What did he create?
Mori no Ando.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Trump anime where Trump raps and shits.
Oh yeah, that's great.
A lot of his stuff is on YouTube. Just go watch it.
What the?
Oh, alrighty. All right, so I think we got basically what we wanted off of our chests here.
Yeah. You don't need to understand Japanese culture to like
Yeah.
anime.
You can't. You have to understand. None of us know what we're talking about. We're not Japanese. We'll never be Japanese.
Yeah, therefore we
might as
can't-
well-
Don't
we're
trust
American.
anime.
We can
We can-
only watch Michael Bay movies and Walking Dead.
Also, if you watch a show that was filmed in another country, you can't understand it because you can't perceive the New Zealand landscape that they're in. So if you're watching like I don't know, it's like Lord of the Rings or something, you can't. Nope.
Well, I mean,
Nope, 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 nope.
okay, I got a great question for you. Being it's adapted from a Japanese work and filmed, I don't know if it still is, but at least the last time I checked, it was filmed in New Zealand. Power Rangers.
Can't understand it.
Yeah.
Until you fought a giant space lizard, you have no idea what they're doing. Until you
Unless
fought
you can-
buddies, you knock them over. They just once you knock them over, they're dead. Apparently. That's,
Yeah.
Anybody else ever notice that? That like some of them, like I get it, they kick them in the head, maybe they're knocked out. Some of them, they legit like trip them and they never get back up. They're done.
It's the
Like
I
common.
mean,
What is that putty's life? He
See?
trained his whole putty life to engage in a fight, and he got tripped, and he was done. That was it. His parents raised him to be a putty warrior, and he crashed just as many. By the way, also I feel like that can't be a job that many people are signing up for because their success rate is very low. What's he gonna tell his family back home? Oh, I got tripped, and I fell down, and I'm apparently a turtle. I can't get back up.
maybe he needs his life alert.
Yeah, he needs to fall and kick it. That's a trademark term. You're gonna get me sued.
You need
All right.
to understand JoJo.
Maybe in the next movie they'll show the life of a putty.
Maybe I want a movie from the putty perspective.
It'll be about them working
From-
at Krispy Kreme.
From clay to death.
From clay to death. All right. I'm going to thank all my guests, Art of Anime, J Chip, and Light Lelouch. Thank you for coming back. Thank you, chat. I'm glad you got to see that I get to watch Yamada's first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that. It'll be
I
fun.
get to watch that. Luckily, I think it's only 12 episodes, I hope.
Well, 100 times.
I think it's like 11 episodes.
Tell me it's not 26.
Maybe it's 37.
12.
There's
What if I
like
told you that's
100.
only the first season?
I mean, that's all I'm watching, so that's all I own.
It's the only season. So
Okay. All right. Thankful. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you, chat, for coming. Thank you guys for coming too, and we'll see you next week. See ya.